Let me talk to you.
Hello, and it's Dr. Glory, episode 162. We are, 2 hours away from possibly a better show than The Forbidden Door. We are about 3 hours away from settling one of the biggest debates in Dr. Glory history. We are 3 hours away from AEW's WrestleDream.
Exactly, Nima. Kind of weird to get an AEW pay-per-view in October, but I mess with it. I like it.
Of course, it's definitely weird. It's definitely a weird feeling, but hey, fuck it. It's not Fight for the Fallen, which I still think should be an October pay-per-view.
It should be.
But with all that being said, guys, introductions are always a must. I'm in before.
I'm smooth.
And this is AEW WrestleDream Predictions. Let's start us off with a giant-ass tag match. And no better than it is the EVPs. It is the Young Fucks, the Young Cucks, the Young Bucks. Matt and Nick Jackson versus Guns Up.
Shit.
Fully colton, cocked, and loaded. Billy Gunn Sperm. It is Colton Austin representing BCG, hopefully managed by Rock Hard, Juice Robinson, and Cardblade himself, the Guns. Versus
Very good team.
former AEW Tag Team Champions. They'd be an FTR.
Yes.
Versus one of the best tag teams in Lucha Libre history. It is the current All-Atlantic champion, Rey Fénix, and Zero Miedo himself, Pentagon Jr., Zero, whatever the hell these guys want to call him. I don't care. Versus, he's fucking lazy, but god damn it, when he tries, he tries. The former international champion. Damn, you had a good run.
Yeah, he did have
Orange
a good run, guys.
Cassidy and his tag team partner, Hook. That's it. That's all you guys got.
He should have like no emotion. Hook.
Just Hook.
I mean, yeah, I'm excited. You get a new team like Orange Cassidy and Hook Enigma. And the winners get a future world tag team title match, which is actually a good. I kind of like tag team matches when they actually have something
At stake.
involved. Yeah, when it has something at stake as well, whether it's either a world title match or a fucking number one contender match. So I'm kind of glad that they added some sort of stipulation instead of just a random fatal four-way. A random fatal four-way, nothing in return, nothing like to gain. Like fatal four-way tag match. Yeah. But I'm excited. I'm especially excited to see what they're gonna do with the team of Hook and Orange Cassidy.
I'm actually more excited to see the Guns.
Yeah. I was just about to talk about the Guns. Yeah, they've been having such a good year so far. So I'm excited to see what can happen. They are former tag team champions, for those of you who don't know.
They've beaten FTR, they've beaten the Hardys, they've beaten a lot of legendary teams. Some may say that maybe the Guns have broken out this year.
Yeah, it's been a pretty really big year for the Guns. Coming from where they were last year, I did not expect them to be in the position they were this year. So I'm happy about that. And then of course we got the Lucha Bros, we got the Bucks. I don't even need to talk about them. Really, everybody knows about them.
Established tag teams.
Yeah. But what are your thoughts? What do you think is gonna happen? Who you got winning?
I gotta go with the Lucha Bros for the simple fact that yes, Rey Fénix may be international champion, but who's to say he doesn't want more gold?
Yep, MJF is doing it. Why can't he, right?
Exactly. And the 2020s has been the years of the double champs, so maybe Rey Fénix wants to add his name in there.
Yeah, exactly. But if you ask me, I would have to go with Orange Cassidy and Hook. I like the pairing. Orange Cassidy just came off a great title run, so why not throw him in the mix for a different title now, right?
I will admit that international championship reign deserves the amount of talk that it has.
No, exactly. And he deserves every everybody's respect and a lot of credit for that run. I'm not the biggest Orange Cassidy fan, but I'll be the first to tell you I was very impressed with his title run. And Hook, the future's bright for him.
He's a
And
second
why
generation.
exactly second generation superstar. Taz, his father, of course. And a hardcore legend, of course.
Of
But
course.
I want to see what they can do, and especially against the World Tag Team Champions FTR, that would be a dope match.
If they're tag champs by then.
Yeah, when they face them, but that's gonna come later on. But I want to see Hook and Orange Cassidy continue to strive as a tag team. Why not, right?
Exactly. Maybe they've gone through enough struggle and adversity.
Oh wait, they need some adversity. Yeah, you're right. They
You're
can't
right.
win.
You're right.
Nah,
But
but
beyond that, no, I got Lucha Bros. You
yeah,
got Orange and Hook.
yes,
Is that what we're
and I
calling
think it's gonna
Orange
be a
Hook?
good match. Orange Hook,
Yeah,
that's
fuck
not a
it.
bad name.
Yeah, fuck it. Orange Hook.
Yeah, fuck it.
So next we have the team that we weren't expecting. We are getting the returning Golden Star, Kota Ibushi, the man that merged the two titles. We are getting the Best Bout Machine. We are getting the Omega. We are getting Kenny by God Omega teaming with the Alpha, the Demo God,
The
Y2J, the
Ocho.
Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, the Ocho, the GOAT, Chris Jericho
Jericho. Oh
versus.
man, you can never get tired of him.
Oh, I never will. I will always fucking love doing those intros. It'll be facing what some are saying the fastest rising star in Japanese wrestling, Konosuke Takeshita, and his tag partner, Lay Sex God No More, but a Spanish god himself, a former TNT champion, a man that's more than just a married guy with a YouTube series, Sammy Guevara, and their tag team partner. He is the current IWGP United Kingdom champion, representing the United Empire. So you guys already know what that means. Crowns fucking up in
uh,
comments, whether this is Twitch, YouTube, whatever the fuck, you guys already know what to do. He has not only beaten Tanahashi in the summer, he's not only beaten Kenny Omega, he has not only beaten Chris Jericho, he has not only beaten Yota Tsuji. This man is now on his way to arguably facing everyone on the road to everyone's best wrestler of the year. It is the
yes.
Billy Goat himself. It is Will by God Ospreay.
Kind of a random match, if you ask me. I get it. I get why AEW did it,
It's a
but
Don
I
Callis
don't
story.
mind. Yeah, a dark kind of story. You got a couple of like storylines between all the opponents, so I kind of like it. A lot of
Right?
history between everybody in this match.
There's Takeshita and Kenny. There's Jericho and Sammy. There's Ibushi and Ospreay. Hell, some
Exactly.
say that Will Ospreay knocking out Ibushi was what kickstarts Ospreay into the heavyweight division.
Exactly. And then we have Jericho Will just happened. We
Yeah,
have Kenny and Will, of course.
exactly. This may as well be called the Ghost of Ospreay, but no, they're called the Golden Jets.
Nah, but I'm excited for this match. This is gonna be one of those sleeper matches on the card where who knows, they could probably steal the show because of the talent on the card.
Of course.
Um, I mean on the match. I said it wrong. On the match itself, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what's gonna happen. And I like the Golden Jets,
They
so
are a really cool team. Who would have thought
I'm
we would
gonna
have
go with the
gotten
Golden
the
Jets
Alpha and the Omega on the same
on
team?
the same team. Exactly, and that's why I feel like you can't lose, man. You can't lose when you got them two together. So I'm gonna go
And
with the
then
Golden
it's
Jets
also
winning
the
this match.
golden lovers of Ibushi and Kenny. Just you can't go wrong with this.
Exactly. A lot of history there, a lot of chemistry already. And then, Takeshita and Guevara and Osprey is just a random pairing. So I'm gonna have to go with the Golden Jets.
I'll probably agree with you on that. I do think the Golden Jets probably take this one.
Yeah. But what are your expectations? Do you think it's gonna be like do you expect it to be a sleeper or
I
you just
kind of expect it to be. I actually do expect it to be a sleeper. And at the same time, I also expect it to be the opener, the match that gets the crowd going, so to say.
Yeah, because of the names on this match, you don't want to give it a middle of the card type of feel because whoever has to let's say it's a good match, right? Whoever has to follow up, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, like I would not want like Julia Hart versus Chris Statlander to follow this. If anything, you can put it in between like Ricky versus Wheeler Yuta.
Exactly. That's why I feel like you start the show off with good energy, you start the show off good pacing, and that's why I think you should start it off with this match. If you ask me, in my opinion.
I completely agree.
What are your thoughts on Sammy Guevara turning heel?
So I saw this live, and I'm not gonna lie, it did get a good reaction. Everyone was just yelling and screaming and booing, which if you're doing that, you're doing a good job, in my opinion. But the heel turn was great, yes. But Don Callis coming out was chef's kiss. Who saw it coming? Who saw Don Callis behind this going? It was me, Austin. I mean, it was me, Chris.
Oh man. I mean, I agree. I kind of like it for Sammy. It gets him away from any type of association with Chris Jericho for once finally, since his
Yeah, so
time
we've
being
been
on
saying that for the
AEW.
past 2 years.
Yeah, it's been going on for too long. So this is finally going to be a chance for him to break out, not on his own, but like without Chris Jericho.
Yeah, like there's
And
no one
I'm
really
looking
like
forward to that.
holding on to him. Not his wife, not his mentor, not his friends
Everybody,
on Sammy's block. Like no one.
exactly. And putting him in a stable, it can do so much good for him. Just like it did for Dom. Look what Dom did for the Judgment Day.
Exactly. Like it gave personality.
Exactly. So getting natural heat could be a good thing. And I actually, like you said, that's a good thing when you're getting booed and getting cursed at and everybody don't like you. So you're doing something right.
Exactly. Maybe instead of being a Paul Heyman guy, Sammy Guevara becomes a Don Callis guy.
Callous guy. What do you thought on like Twitter? You saw everybody like making fun of like AEW and wrestling as a whole because Kenny Omega was filming the promo for Don Callis and Takesha.
So I'll say this. I understand the like you could have gotten anyone else. I understand that. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like if the goal is all right, I gotta record Takesha and Don beating up Ibushi.
Yeah.
Just do the job. Anything else is outside forces. Because
Exactly.
we
It's
live
not
in an
like Kenny did it
age.
on purpose.
It's not like Kenny was like narrating the whole thing and like he was like showing himself and everything.
Yeah,
Like
let's be
it's
honest,
not
in real life, for those of you marks, he's actually close with these people. So he didn't intentionally do it.
it's not as bad as everyone makes it out to be. Like do we wish kayfabe was that serious like it used to? I guess in a sense, but at the end of
Sometimes.
the day, I'm not one to go. No, Kenny should have been one. Yeah, let me fucking let me get Brandon Cutler to do this shit. I guess.
Exactly. I can understand, everybody's going wild and overreacting on Twitter. I'm like, bro,
Like it's not that
take your
serious,
mind out
bro.
of wrestling. It's not that serious. This is remember at the end of the day, it is wrestling. I know a lot of you look at it as something that's
Mhm.
real, like outside the ring, but outside the ring, you gotta understand he's actually close with these people. So
Yeah, like enjoy the story. Don't look at everything outside of it.
exactly. We're gonna still get a good story. It's heading somewhere as well. So stop thinking too much, man. Just enjoy it for what it
Don't
is.
read too far into it. Like Tarful always says at the end of our videos, enjoy wrestling.
Yes. Stop worrying about stuff that shouldn't even matter, bro. Like who gives a fuck, man?
But fucking to bring it back into wrestling, I think we agreed on the Golden Jets.
Yes.
All right, perfect. So on to our next match. It is the absolute underrated, guaranteed motherfucking future new face of the Revolution, current face of Collision, Ricky Starks versus the youngest member of the BCC, Wheeler Yuta.
I'll be honest with you. I don't really have a lot of expectations for this match. If you want me to be completely honest with you, I really don't.
I honestly like I want to enjoy this. I love Ricky Wheeler Yuta. He's starting to grow on me, even though sometimes I kind of forget about him. There's just one problem with this feud, and it's that I don't need whoever feuds with one member of the BCC to end up feuding with all of them. Because now it's like, oh, Ricky feuded with Brian Danielson. Who's next? Wheeler Yuta. Oh, who's next? Claudio. Then what? Who's next? Mox. Like, I don't need that. I don't
Yeah,
need.
exactly.
I don't need Wheeler. Not Wheeler. I don't need Ricky or anyone for that matter to start going from one member to the next in the BCC.
And he's facing the whole team down the line basically after 1 week. One feud, all right. Next feud is this guy. The next feud is that one.
Like, if anything, I would have been okay if it was like Wheeler Yuta versus Big Cass, and then that somewhat segues that fizzles into the Ricky DB feud, and then you can, I guess, get a tag match out of that where it's like Ricky and Big Cass versus Brian Danielson and Wheeler Yuta, because then it's like, well, now their storylines are kind of interlapping.
Exactly.
But
I mean,
this
you
is
could have
just
made
like,
more sense for it, but this is just let me give the
it's a
fans something
match.
good. Yeah, it's a good match. It's gonna be a good match. But am I excited? Am I going crazy over it? It's whatever to me.
It is what it is.
I got Ricky Starks.
Same. I got Ricky. I rarely ever even go against Ricky.
And let's be honest, we really can't see a reason why would they even have Wheeler Yuta beating him.
But
I want to be honest.
just because predicting doesn't mean we're right, guys. So
enjoy
the show.
Be a dumbass decision, I'll tell you that.
But speaking of good ass decisions, it is a match that has such a good story. But holy shit! Like, let's talk about it real quick. Let's talk about whose house? Swerve's house.
I like how he stopped the Prince. I like how you stopped that dude from dancing the other night. Like, stop it, bro. We heels.
Yeah.
He
Also, guys,
he triggered the fans.
I do have a video of Prince Nana dancing at Grand Slam. With enough comments, likes, or anything, maybe I'll post that video.
I did like how you stopped him from dancing though. That was hilarious.
Yeah, he was just like, "All right, not now. We serious right now." I know
basically sitting on the city.
He was like, they don't deserve the dance.
But Swerve Strickland versus Adam Hangman Page.
Cowboy shit, man.
Former AEW World Champion.
How do you feel about this story? How do you feel about Swerve having a problem with the opportunities given to Hangman? And if Swerve were in Hangman's position, he would be the first ever black African American black AEW World Champion. Like, is there some truth to that?
Yes, he would. I actually agree with everything he was saying. This is why I'm intrigued by this storyline, and I actually do. I can see why AEW is doing it because we kind of getting a how you say it. This is gonna be the start of a push for Swerve toward the main event scene. Yeah.
As Swerve was saying that, I kind of feel like there was someone that was begging to ask a question. I kind of feel like there was someone out there in the crowd or someone in the back that was just wanted to ask the big question, and that is,
folks, where's the lie?
I mean, is he lying though? That's what I'm saying. Like, he was saying a lot of facts.
He was saying facts. Is Hangman Adam Page a former world champion because of nepotism? If Swerve was buddy with the EVPs, would he be a former world champion? Would he take a better case of, if I was in your shoes, I would do what you did and more and better? That's what this match is. Is Swerve spitting?
What do you like? How do you say it? If you're in Hangman's position, what are you like saying to yourself, and what are your thoughts on his role in this like feud so far?
See, Hangman has done a great job of, I guess, portraying mental health, alcoholism, depression, adversity. If we talk about adversity, I ain't looking at the fucking American Nightmare. I am looking at absolute cowboy shit, Hangman Adam Page.
Yeah.
So I want to say that Hangman does a great job of that. And is Swerve spitting? Maybe he is. But has Hangman taken his opportunities for granted? No, I think he's appreciated every single one of them, and he's fortunate, and he's lucky, and he's blessed to have these moments, to be able to say, hey, yeah, me and Kenny formed a tag team, became tag team champions, maybe one of the greatest tag teams in AEW. I am a former world champion. I have an amazing story that you can read any day of the week.
Exactly. And did he run with the titles with the title run? Yes, he ran with that
Yes,
shit. He
hell,
did
I would even
fucking
say
great.
Hangman. I would even say Hangman's AEW title reign is underrated. It gets bypassed by
Very
so many people that come after him. After him, we get Punk, we get Mox, we have our MJF. But when we talk about when we talk about former AEW world champions, Hangman, whether it's match or story, is my top three. And is a world title level match. If you were
yes.
to tell me, hey, you're gonna get Swerve versus Hangman for the world title, I would say fuck yes. This is
Yes,
amazing.
I want to see it. Yes. I feel like Hangman has always risen to the occasion, even when he was world champion. He had great matches. I mean, who could forget the Lance Archer match?
Oh
That was
god, who can
fucking
forget the
dope.
DB match?
The Daniel Bryan match. There's a lot of matches, bro. But the reason why I feel like a lot of people don't talk about it a lot is because it started off slow.
It
It
did.
started
It
off
did.
very slow, and he picked up the pace towards the middle, and till the end, it was really good. So that's why I agree with you, Enigma. It was a very underrated world title run, and I'm actually excited because this is gonna be the start, like I said earlier, of Swerve Strickland's main event run. This is it right here. This is the beginning.
This is how we get to Swerve Strickland, the AEW World Champion.
Yes, this is only the start, though. This is only the start. I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen right away, but this is something. And
This is how we start
this is the
running.
start
We've
of
been
him in the
walking
main
for too
event.
long.
Yes, yes. And why not pairing with Hangman Adam Page, bro? Perfect opponent.
He absolutely is. Hell, I even think that this might just be match of the night.
Yes, this is another match, bro. We'll be talking about singles matches, any match, not just singles, tag team, single, fatal four way, triple threat. What doesn't matter. This could literally steal the show, and I wouldn't even be mad or surprised. Look at the names. Come on, bro. Look at the talent for one.
Like it's amazing. We cannot ignore that. We can't ignore who's here. We can't ignore what they've done. We can't ignore what they're going to do. Just so much to talk about, and I'm so glad that it's today.
Bro, just 2 hours, 3 hours away. We'll be right here. I'm really excited, but I'm gonna go with Swerve Strickland to win.
You know, I think I'm gonna have to go with Swerve. Yeah, might go with Swerve.
Yeah, you have to. As much as I love Hangman Page, he's already accomplished a lot. So why not give the rub to somebody like Swerve Strickland, right?
Yep.
I'm not talking about that sleepy, boring rub from Grayson Waller, but
That ain't shit.
but yeah, I gotta go with Swerve Strickland.
But now on to our next match. Now we're getting into some championships, and it is defending TBS champion Chris Statlander versus the daughter of the House of Black, the princess of the House of Black, honoring the House of Black, Julia Hart.
Yes,
I want to
I
say
may
that this
say
might
this.
be the best TBS title match build ever.
Yes, yes, and it's not shocking because let's look at our history of the TBS title holders. Who was the first one again?
Oh fuck! I'm trying to remember. Someone getting good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
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 yeah, the newest
yeah.
member of WWE roster,
Yeah, Jade
Jay
Cargill. Yeah,
Carter.
I'm sure she's getting good still. She's improving.
No, let's be honest, that title run sucked ass, and it's not hard to say this is easily the best. How you
TBS
say
title
it?
reign.
TBS title reign so far. And it hasn't even been that long. That's what's crazy about it.
See, it hasn't been that long, but I'm gonna have to say already that the house
She's
gets
already
old
better.
again.
Mm, I don't know. I feel like it's too early to just drop the title. Don't get me wrong. I love Julia Hart. And I love everything that AW has done for her so far for the past few weeks and months. She's definitely a rising star in the company, but
Can we talk about
not
how
yet.
her joining the House of Black was probably like the best thing ever
Yes, that was the best thing for her. For her,
for her?
in terms of her career, yes, that was the smartest thing TK and AW could have done. If you ask me, what do you
I
think?
believe it. I believe it was Julia Hart's idea herself. Like after she got misted, she said something
Yeah,
along like, "Oh yeah, I want to do something with this. Like let's not like act like this doesn't exist." And then she was like, "Oh, how about I join House of Black?" And look where that's gotten her.
exactly. She's literally broken out. She's going up
She's
against the TBS
good, not
champion.
getting good.
Yeah, she's already good. I'm just excited. You know why? Because we get to see a new talent in the women's division on AEW. I feel like that's what they're missing a lot nowadays. New talent, fresh.
And when we say new talent, that doesn't mean we want Mercedes Moné or Sasha Banks to
No,
just
no, no.
come there and start winning titles. Because I know a lot of you guys, that's all you guys keep fantasy booking.
When I say new talent, I'm talking about actual talent that's been there, that's grown within the company.
Homegrown talent.
Yes. Like an MJF, like a Ricky Starks, like a Darby Allin, like names like that.
And Julia Hart is one of those. She is a homegrown talent.
Like the Acclaim. They were on
Yeah.
Dark
Like
a
Eddie
few years ago.
Kingston.
Eddie Kingston, the Acclaim. She was on Dark not so long ago herself.
Yeah, Julia Hart was on Dark.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, when we say that, we actually talk about homegrown, not Mercedes Moné, not Trinity, not none of those talents coming in and just taking all the titles. But, yeah, what are your thoughts on this, Enigma? Like, before we get into
I'm loving the growth of Julia Hart and Chris Statlander. Well, again, I'm glad that she's back. I'm glad she was on to beat Jade. But I spoke about this on my 5-star Grand Prix finals review for Stardom. That the study of when the moment is hot, that like, there needs to be a study about that. Will Julia Hart ever get another opportunity of being this hot, being this over? Honestly, I don't know. But if the flame goes out after this, I just go back to having to say the study of when the moment is right needs to be a thing.
But listen, you're right about that, but there can also be a downside on that as well. Because look what happened with Warlow. He was so hot. They gave him the the TNT title, and they didn't do anything with him. Why? Because they didn't know what to do now.
You're right.
Hey, look, he was hot as hell. They didn't really give him too much to like, how you said, head towards. So they just gave him the title, and now it's like, what do we do now?
Nothing. We're done.
Exactly. And he hasn't really done much, which sucks because he was so hot at one point in the company.
Oh man.
But like I said, it can also be a downside to that as well. Like I do agree with you though. Sometimes you do have to strike while the iron is hot. You just do have to take the chance. And but the question is AEW willing to take it tonight? We gotta find out.
The night is the question.
Yeah. I say no, not yet. I say not yet. Even though this is gonna be a good step up for her. Keep building her towards that goal. Maybe in a few months or a few weeks. But as of right now, I say I have Chris Statlander retaining.
All right, and I got the house. So on to our next match.
And before we get in, you can't go wrong. Anyways, I love both of them.
Exactly. You know, Julia Hart's only 21 years old, so if not now, later is okay too.
Exactly.
Next is for the TNT Championship. It is one of the pillars of AEW. It is Human Crash Course Dummy. It is Darby Allin without Sting ringside versus the man that you better not let him know that your father has passed. It is. God damn it.
He's been adding mothers in lately.
He's adding uncles. Just don't let him know you have dead family.
Oh man.
It is Christian Cage, the official, the real AEW TNT
champion. Finally. There's no like.
I don't know why you guys were delusional for months thinking Luchasaurus was champ. Christian's been champ for like 100+ days.
But on paper now, you're just gonna say it's been 7 days. How many days? Not so long.
But what did you say, Smooth?
But on paper on paper. It hasn't been that long, but I'll live with it.
On paper it hasn't, but you know, on TV we know who the real TNT champion is.
Man, I'm excited. I'm actually excited for this match. You know why? Because I love Christian Cage, man. Him as a heel, man, is the best thing, bro. The best thing.
Would you argue that this is his best run in wrestling?
No.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk that could be a case.
I mean, you can make it a case, but I would still have to give it to like his TNA days, his early 2006, 2007 days. Those were always going to be his like best run. But if you're talking about like character wise, this could pretty much be up there. This could pretty much be up there.
Just I don't know whether it was by accident or it was on purpose, whether it was discussed about. Just hearing, and so is dead. Just somehow has gotten Christian on top of the mountain. I might even say he's the number one heel in AEW right now.
That's a very yeah. Yeah, actually you're all right. He could possibly be the number one here in AEW right now. And nobody will argue that. You can't really argue that.
Exactly. Otherwise, he'll come for your father.
But let's get into the match. Give me your thoughts and opinions. What do you think is going to go down?
So it's 2 out of 3 falls. So I'm expecting at least a flash pin. So a roll up maybe in the first 10 minutes or so, maybe 5 minutes, with Darby getting that sneak pin, or I can imagine Christian getting a count out victory first.
Yeah. Christian cheating or doing some sort of dirty antic to get a win in the first pinfall. I can see some shit like that.
And then Darby has to fight from down under to try to get that pinfall victory.
Yeah. I do think he would, and I think he's gonna tie it up.
And
I think
then
obviously that's gonna happen. Come on.
And then I don't know how we'll get here, but I think Christian will get the dub.
Mm-hmm.
And then, maybe I'll feed into the rumors of what everyone's been clamoring about. That good old buddy, pal, amigo, compadre, best friend long term of Christian Cage, Edge, shows up, helps beat up Darby. And I want to say maybe Darby gets help from Nick Wayne, and we get a tag match between the veterans and the future of wrestling.
Or you have Edge debut and you
Right.
start a feud between him and Christian.
Ooh.
Remember, Christian doesn't have any friends. That's what he said, besides Luchasaurus.
Right. You're right. He said he doesn't have any friends.
They asked him at the press conference at All In. I don't have any friends.
And that's a great way to respond to someone. You answer them quick and you move on to the next. You don't start rambling about shit.
Exactly. Either way, since we're on the topic already, and this is what's been headlining this whole entire match, sadly. You got Love Darby, but this is kind of taking over the whole match. The rumor true? Do you think it's gonna happen? Do you think Edge shows up in AEW?
I don't think so. I think everyone's just jumping the gun here.
You know, like you said, Enigma, I told you this the other day on text. It's crazy. It's gonna be hard. I gotta see it to believe it. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Like that's kind of the scenario you got to be in.
It's because Edge has been in WWE for so long. He's been a WWE lifer. It's gonna feel so weird, but I understand, and I'm not against it either. You know.
Of course, we all aren't.
Am I excited for it? Yes. Am I going crazy for it? No.
No.
It's kind of great addition for Edge. Good move, but I'm not gonna be losing my shit, jumping out of my chair and stuff like that.
And vice versa. You won't be burning your Edge T-shirts, throwing your Edge action figures out of the window because acting like, oh, Edge has betrayed the WWE. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
Shut the fuck up, man. Let the guy be happy with his life. If he wants to go to AEW, let him go to AEW. It shouldn't bother you.
If he wants to go to fucking NWA, let him go to NWA. Like, guys, he is not by law contracted to stay within WWE for the rest of his life.
I know a lot of the marks are probably going to skip this match tonight. They're going to be crying in their bed.
They're going to be clutching their chest.
Let them. Let them cry. Yeah. Let them cry.
Like, you guys can cry, bitch, and moan. But with all that happens. Said, the winner Cage, and still TNT champion, Christian Cage. Yes. The real TNT champion.
TNT champion. Hey, man, he's literally one of the best things going on in AEW, man. Without a doubt.
Speaking of one of the best things going on in AEW, next is he is yours, mine, our scumbag, the current AEW world champion. And I guess now both sets a Ring of Honor tag team champions. MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman versus The Righteous. And you guys already know, just snap your fingers and you'll dig what Vincent's saying as he walks down that ring with Dutch, man.
This is a weird position for me, and you know why?
Why?
Because obviously, if you had Adam Cole here, obviously I would say Adam Cole and MJF will win. But at this point, since we know Adam Cole broke his ankle and he's gonna have surgery, the reason why it's a weird position for me is like, for me, there's no other option here.
Yeah, now
You
there's no real option. Just give the righteous the belts.
you have to, because if not, you're really gonna have him go on a run by himself as the tag team champions. As much as
Or
we may love him and Adam Cole together,
and I did say this before we went live. Hypothetically, I could see MJF going, all right, I gotta defend the tag titles. I can do it by myself. It's okay. And then out of nowhere, Wardlow's theme song hits. He was like, don't worry, I got you.
yeah, maybe we see that. He replaces him, right?
Yeah.
Adam Cole, for the time being.
Yeah, I could see that. And then we get Wardlow on Ring of Honor. I'm okay with that. I don't expect MJF on Ring of Honor, but I can imagine Wardlow.
Yeah, he could use it. He could use it right now. But there's not really much to talk about with this match. We want to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a
There's not really
handicap
much to
match.
talk about. It's a handicap match, and they barely even had any interaction.
Yeah, it's Vincent and it's fucking Dutch.
Exactly. But of course, we saw the ending of AEW the other night. What are your thoughts on the ending of that? And who do you think plays a part in that whole sequence to the end of AEW the other night?
The other night. Can you jog my memory? It's kind of been a long 24.
You don't remember? You don't remember what happened to Jay White? He got attacked.
Yeah. There we go. That.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are saying a lot of people are having funny, not weird, but funny theories. Some people say it's Britt Baker. Some people say it's Adam Cole. Some people say that it's Roderick and Kyle. And then there are people that are on my side where we believe that it's underachieving, forgettable, fake ass current Bullet Club leader David Finlay along with Bullet Club War Dogs. And it doesn't help.
Oh wow. That's not a bad prediction.
And it doesn't help that I believe it was 4 people, and how many people are in Bullet Club War Dogs? 4. We got Dan Maloney, David Finlay, Clark Connors, Gabe Kidd, and forgetting the other person's name. But we have Bullet Club, and then it doesn't help that maybe 4 or 5 hours later, David Finlay's posting a picture with him in Bullet Club with the hashtag TMD4 or TMD4R, which is these my dogs for real. Which these are David's war dogs. These are his dogs. Yeah. But are these your dogs on AEW?
Exactly. But going off what you're saying, as much as I can see that happening, and I can agree with you to some extent. Here's why I don't think it would be that, because that would be, in the eyes of many of the casual AEW fans and the viewers, that would be a disappointment and a letdown.
Well, David's already been a disappointing letdown.
But here's why: because we were expecting somebody big. If you're gonna throw a mask on and AEW Dynamite like that, the way it ended, it has to have some sort of meaning and some sort of like something for us to care about, and to just expose somebody who majority of people probably won't even know.
That is true. That is
it's gonna be such a letdown.
I can't disagree with that. Not a lot of people do know who David Finlay is.
Yeah, in a group, they're gonna be like, "Wow, so you did this for this?" Like we may know who it is because I do know. I know David Finlay. You do. You know David Finlay. We all know. A lot of us know who they are.
You know, he's from Finley's sack. He's Finley's kid.
But to the fans, that would kind of be a disappointment because you got us hyped up. You got us engaged into this whole entire segment, this whole thing for that little. I don't think that would be smart.
Like you're just like, okay.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. If WrestleDream is about like New Japan X AEW stuff, I do think that giving us like David Finlay versus Jay White in a sense, because I remember talking to you about this because you were talking about how over the guns are, and I said they did it the method I really don't like in Japan, where it's like if the moment you join Bullet Club, like everyone knows your name, everyone loves you, and all that shit.
Yeah.
I can see to a certain level, like in storyline wise, David's like, you aren't Bullet Club, the OC aren't Bullet Club, whoever the fuck's doing it in Impact aren't Bullet Club. This is Bullet Club. These are my dogs. And I guess you can segue that into somehow getting Jay versus David.
Yeah. I can see that, but who plays the face role? Do you turn Jay face?
Yeah, no, that's impossible. Fuck that.
Exactly.
So that
It
is
has to mean something, you know?
that is true. It does have to mean something. I do agree with you. I do agree with you on that. But now it's just like if you had to wonder who's under the mask, who attacked Jay White and why?
I honestly listen. It's hard. It's hard to decide and talk about because it's like, damn. Think about it. If we're gonna get a heel turn coming from Adam Cole, right?
Right,
All the kingdom.
right.
Why are we attacking somebody that's going against MJF and not MJF himself?
You know, maybe to take the trail off them.
That
Because
is
if you
true.
attack MJF, like you can name at least you can name a couple people,
It'll
but
be too obvious. I guess you kind
yeah,
of
it's like that's a little too obvious.
you gotta leave that cliffhanger. Like why attack Jay White, right? Yeah,
Yeah, like you gotta really make it make sense. As in,
yeah.
like, oh yeah, this is why this person did it. And, you know, that makes sense.
I'll say this. I think it's Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and the Kingdom because it
I
makes
like
five of
that.
them, adding the guy with the mask.
Right.
So that's five guys.
Yeah.
It's hard, but it actually has me excited. I want to see what's going to go on in the next coming days or few weeks if this continues long like that.
I can agree with you on that part. But we've been
Did
on
you
this
see?
match for way too long.
Yeah,
Be
yeah,
all and end all. Fucking the righteous win. You dig what Vince is
yeah.
saying, man.
Exactly. I got the righteous win. We did last a little long on this.
All right. Next is the man that actually did finish the story. Just look at this shit. This
Yeah.
is right.
Yes.
This is
I wish we
fucking
had the
right,
clapping
guys.
sounds.
Oh my god. Guys, it is Katsuyori Shibata, the wrestler, the Ring of Honor Pure Champion, versus New York City's own. He's fighting, he got Ring of Honor Gold. He's got New Japan Gold. Eddie Kingston, the New Japan Strong Openweight Champion and Ring of Honor Champion. It feels so good to say that. It feels so good to see him with these titles. Eddie Kingston has just, if there's a list of people I think deserve it, like deserve this moment, it is Eddie Kingston, top 5 when it comes to finishing the story. I don't care about a majority of people that a lot of people think should finish the story. When you ask me, Eddie Kingston is in the talk of who should finish the story.
Hello?
What's up?
Yeah. Sorry, I was distracted. What you saying?
That's okay. I was just talking about how, like, just how happy it makes me that Eddie Kingston finally finished his story.
Yes. And it's crazy for those of you who are listeners to Talk for Glory. Me and Enigma a few months back, even heading to last year, December. I think he was facing Claudio at Final Battle. We really was pulling for Eddie to win the title back
We
then.
we really were.
So it's kind of exciting that Eddie Kingston finally had his moment. He finished his story in the city of his own hometown, New York.
This just looks good. It feels good. Feels right.
It
Double
definitely feels
champ
right,
Eddie.
man. Fucking happy for Eddie, man. He deserves it and more.
And more. Oh my god, man.
Fucking give him all the titles in New Japan. And no, at least I'm just kidding.
I think he should drop the strong belt and maybe beat David for the never belt. But
Yeah.
again, just this match is gonna be amazing. Eddie's living the dream.
I'll be
He's
honest,
living his
guys. I don't
Japanese
really know
strong
much
style.
about Shibata.
Oh man, it's perfectly fine, man. Fucking Shibata wrestled death. I mean that quite literally.
Yeah.
He had a near death experience after a match against Okada
Oh
with
shit.
a headbutt spot. He
Yeah.
took him out of action for a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's in ROH pure champion. My man's is wrestling itself. So whether you get a technical man here or you just get straight up strong style, this match ain't disappointing. But be on and end all, I love Shibata, but there's too much gold on the line here, and Eddie's not done.
I feel like this is gonna get real because you describing that to me, and I've kind of seen a little bit of him. I don't know too much of him, but I've seen a little bit. And you are right. He's one of those. He's like one of those. He's down and he's ready to get down. He doesn't care.
Exactly. It's either straight strong strikes or it's just
Yes,
straight, or it's just going to be a straight technical match, whichever one Shibata feels like it. The other person has
exactly.
the other person has no other option.
And you know what's kind of crazy, anymore? I feel like Eddie misses well with like technical wrestlers. As crazy as
Yeah,
that sounds, he does have a lot of good matches with technical guys.
he does. He really does.
So
Like, he
yeah, but
really
like you
never
said,
misses.
the story has just begun. How can we end it already?
Yeah, we just started.
Exactly. As much as I would want to like know more of Sabata, not with Eddie Kingston. Sorry. So I got Eddie Kingston winning.
All right. So yeah, I got Eddie Kingston winning. Now, before we go on to the next match, one more time, just enjoy this picture. Double champ Eddie.
Congrats, Eddie Kingston, man.
Oh
He
man,
deserves it, bro.
feels good seeing a New Yorker with double gold.
Yes. Do we have any comments there?
No, but we keep flipping between 5 and 4 people.
Because when I just checked out YouTube and I saw comments, I don't know why it's not popping
I
up
saw
for.
that too. So guys, if you guys are deleting comments, I'm right now like looking at it. Maybe you guys are commenting on Twitch or something.
No,
Whichever.
they're commenting actually from the YouTube account, bro.
That's weird.
Yeah, I was just like looking at it. I'm like, oh shit, what the hell? We had a
Oh yeah,
couple of like comments.
yeah. I was wondering, like, wonder where that went. Again, we do get that. We weren't posting about this. We kind of just went click. We're live.
Yeah,
But you
yeah,
guys
but for
know
those of
that
you who are commenting, trust me, we're not ignoring you guys. We don't see it.
we just don't see it.
Yeah,
But on to our next match. It is what some people are saying was the best match last year in tag team wrestling. It is round 2 of FTR, the current AEW World Tag Team Champions, versus what some will say maybe the greatest tag team in wrestling today for this year. It is former Ring of Honor, former IWGP, former New Japan Strong, former Revolution British Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, representing the United Empire. So again, crowns fucking up. Kyle Fletcher, Mark Davis, Aussie Open.
yeah, bro. You can't go wrong with these two teams. We all saw what they did last year.
We also they did a Royal Quest. That shit was fire.
And how long ago was that?
That was
That was
almost a
last
year
year, right?
now. Almost a year,
Yeah,
like a full-on year. And
that
when
was
I
fucking fire,
say
bro.
they barely won, FTR barely won.
Barely
I
won.
mean that by the grace of God. They barely won.
And that's what's so exciting about this pay per view, bro. We got a lot of fucking good matches, bro. And this is one of those matches where it can easily steal the fucking night, bro. Easily
Oh,
steal the
hell
night.
yeah. Just, guys, maybe, just maybe, dare I even say, that this match right here, will get the top star rating.
Yes. Remember,
It's
guys,
just
whatever match is the best match of the night, it's gonna be a top glory star rating.
exactly. So you guys have already seen some of the star ratings, and we're not some biased people. If it just happens in Japan or if it happens in the Tokyo Dome, it's gonna get 5 stars. If you guys are keeping
Or if it
track,
happens in our favorite companies as well.
exactly. If it happens in Madison Square Garden, in case you guys haven't noticed, we have yet to have our 5-star match. Everything's been
Yeah.
4s, 4.25, I believe. Naito versus Okada G1 Finals got 3.75. So let's see what will get the 5-star.
Yeah, this could easily get it. And I kind of like Ozzy Open finally gaining recognition and finally being involved a lot in something that's important in an AW title match. Because on AW they really haven't really done much.
Right. Like they're good on Collision, they're good on Rampage, they're good on Ring of
Ring of
Honor.
Honor.
But when it comes to Dynamite, they go from Aussie Open to Aussie Jobbers.
And even though let's say they do win, let's just say they do win, this would be something good for them. You know, they finally do something that's meaningful on AEW television, on Dynamite. They can finally start building themselves up to be something more than just jobbers to the casual viewers.
They can even say that they've won the IWGP, ROH, and AEW tag titles all in 1 year.
And that's a very big accomplishment. Not many can say that.
You know, after all, they've beaten tag teams like the Motor City Machine Guns, like Tanahashi and Okada, like the Hardy Boys.
Mm-hmm. And adding FTR to the list would just be another, in my case, like another fucking accomplishment on their resume.
Exactly. And, you know, the Toffler Awards are just around the corner. Around December, we'll be doing awards. So who knows? Maybe Aussie Open might just clutch tag team of the year. Maybe, just maybe, guys. Maybe. We'll just
But
have to
I
keep
wanna I
watching.
wanna say match, bro. I'm excited for this. This is the most exciting.
So what was that smooth you cut out?
I'm saying if anything, the tag team matches, period. This is the most excited I am.
Oh, hell yeah. This might be like FTR's best defense.
Yes. And let's be honest, it's been kind of a little.
It's been like exactly the same.
It's been a roller coaster. It could probably work its way up if they retain. This could definitely be one of those.
This is how they
All right,
bring
now
us.
we're getting back
Right.
up. Yeah,
Because outside of Forbidden Door last year, they kind of did nothing.
exactly.
Like right after that, like, all right, we won AAA, AEW. No, not AEW. They won AAA, IWGP, and ROH, and then after that, they were just done.
And then they had pretty good matches this year as well.
Of course they did. They had
And
a great
titles.
match with the Guns. They had a great match with the Young Bucks.
Exactly. And why not add this team to your resume for this year? So
Again, it's Aussie Open.
without the Open, a lot of people who know of the tag team themselves know that they're having a really really good year. So being in a team like Aussie Open is just not just another win. It's
If
actually
you
a
don't
huge
know,
win.
yeah, guys, like
It's a
if you
huge win.
guys haven't already, go watch some Aussie Open matches.
Exactly. But Nigma, who you got winning?
I got Aussie Open. I think this is the okay, yeah, maybe they might be tag team of the year match.
Yeah, this is a make or break for me.
They might
So
this might just even be like tag team match of the year. And we have a lot of tag team matches of 2023
yeah,
that are in there. They're in
yep.
there.
This can easily be it, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's not. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Let me say it right. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. So you guys got to tune in. I got TR retaining though.
And I got Aussie Open. All right,
Let's hope
guys.
it's a good match, man.
So we're at the main event. So you guys already know, guys. Thank you all future listeners. You keep flipping between the numbers of 3 and 5 viewers. Very happy about that. Sorry we can't see your comments right now. Don't know why that is. But if you guys are listening, again, thank you. You guys can follow us on our socials, guys. You guys already know the deal.
Yes, you guys can find me on Twitter at YoungSmoothTFG.
You guys can find myself, Enigma_V4_ on my Twitter, Enigma_V4 my TikTok, Enigma period B4 my Instagram, Enigma_V4_ my Twitch. Smooth, you want to plug in your Twitch?
Yes, I was just about to say that, but thank you.
No problem.
Smooth is actually gonna start plugging his Twitch as well, starting going forward with the next pay-per-view. So if you guys want to actually watch and from Twitch or anything, I'm gonna start being there as well. I am pretty active. You guys want to tune in? Yeah, my Twitch is you can find me at SmoothA1
And
on
then remember,
Twitch.
guys, not just YouTube, but Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You guys can follow Talk for Glory everywhere as we're predicting WrestleDream. Last night, I reviewed the Stardom 5-star Grand Prix. If you guys want to hear that, I had some interesting things to say. That's not going up on YouTube because it's been way too difficult. So just head on over to Spotify, listen to the 5-star finals, give me your thoughts. Who do you think should have won? We all know who I think who should have won.
Yes. And one more thing before we get into main event,
Hit me.
me and Young, I mean, I say me and Young, me and Enigma want to thank everybody from the bottom of our hearts for reaching 800, hoping us reach 800 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh
Big
yeah, thank you
accomplishment,
so
big
much for that.
milestone. Thank you guys. Without you, we wouldn't be doing this, and you guys make it possible for us.
Guys, as much as we enjoy talking about it, it's great knowing that 800 people also enjoy Talk for Glory. They
Yes,
enjoy the reviews, they enjoy the predictions, they enjoy the gameplay, they enjoy the posts, and you guys even have us on our social medias. We enjoy the talks as well.
yes. So once again, thank you guys for helping us reach 800 subscribers. I really appreciate it. You know, me and Enigma do this because we love wrestling. It's fun to us, and this podcast itself is just about having fun in general. So
Exactly,
thank you
guys.
guys.
So, on to the main event. It is the match that we've waited way too damn long for. It's been the ongoing debate even before Talk for Glory. It is the battle of who is the best technical wrestler in the world. It is the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, versus the New Japan TV champion. This is a non-title match. British Techers, maybe leader of TMDK. It is ZSJ. You guys know him. You guys love him. Zack Sabre Jr.
Ah man, I'm really looking forward to this match. Anyway, it's crazy because this was supposed to happen at Forbidden Door last year, but
Right.
injuries unfortunately changed that.
But you know, it
But
wasn't
everything happens for a reason.
it was not now.
Exactly, everything happens for a reason. And look at WrestleDream's card. Like this is actually honestly a most stacked card. It's actually a better card to be on.
Yeah, it might be a better card than Forbidden Door.
This card is stacked, so the match that me and you've been talking about for years is finally here. This is it. This
Right.
is
It's the battle of who is the best
this
technical wrestler.
is the future versus the present, the past, basically.
Everything collides. This might be this generation's Bret and Owen Hart.
Yes. And think about it like this: Brian Danielson was Zack Sabre Jr. at one point. He was somebody trying to
What?
make his way in the business, accomplishing a lot,
Via
going through the
technical
ranks.
wrestling.
Yes, being a great technical wrestler. So now it's kind of, in a way, it's kind of Zack Sabre Jr.'s time to show the world why today he's the new up and comer and the best technical wrestler. What are your thoughts?
This is a battle that I, I think it's called the Bryan Danielson Award when it comes to technical wrestling. If if for some magical reason, if it's possible, I would love for like Dave Meltzer or Brian Alvarez to come out, whoever wins this, and just give them the Bryan Danielson Award of Best Technical Wrestler because this will go down in history as the greatest technical wrestling match of all time.
Yeah, bro, you can't go wrong with these two names, man. I've always loved Brian. I've always loved Zach. I see a lot of the reason why I like Zach so much. I see a lot of Brian in him, young Brian in him,
Right.
and he got his own style as well. But you know, knowing me, I've always grew up on technical wrestling. I grew up on technical wrestling, so I love anything that has to do with like technical wrestlers. And
As
Zack
much
Sabre
as a lot
Jr.
of
is one of my
people love
favorites.
the dives, a lot of people love the flips, a lot of people love the hard chops, the British, not the British, the Japanese strong style. All of that's amazing, but sometimes the wrist locks, the leg control, the limb targeting, the headlocks, sometimes it gets you
Yes. So for me, this is it, man. I'm so excited, bro. I've been looking forward to this match for so long,
for years.
and we finally get it in Brian Danielson's hometown as well. On a stat
Oh
card
man.
like this, can't get any better than that.
I don't know how many times Tony Khan can do this, but this seems like a match that is worth the final countdown.
I think yeah, bro, it's definitely gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen. You
Just
can't
oh
just
man.
have him come out to his original AEW's theme song to this match.
Yeah, like I need I need final countdown.
You know, as much as I have Brian winning, I have Brian Danielson winning, but I kind of want to see a passing of the torch.
I do too. And at first, before even like going live, I was telling myself, "Oh man, I can't wait till Zach makes DB tap." I was like, "No, I actually want a roll up pin. I want Bryan Danielson to get out technical wrestled."
Yeah.
Also, I see we're at
I
7
mean,
viewers, guys. Welcome to Talk for Glory, guys. This is the main event.
yeah, this is the main event, guys. Drop a like, drop a sub. You guys are brand new to the channel. Thank you guys for coming in and tuning into our channel. So let's get let's continue with the match. What are you saying?
So I hope that Zach wins via flash pin, which is like a roll up, but not like your average. Oh my god, I didn't see that coming. Just the slow kind where it's out of nowhere, unexpected, but it's also
Yeah.
like a fight for power.
Mm.
And technical
There's gonna be
wrestling.
a lot of locks tonight that Zach hits that Brian's gonna be like, listen, I know how to get out of these shits.
Exactly.
I've been doing this.
You were saying?
I've been doing this. He's gonna be like, I've been doing this. It's nothing new to me.
Exactly. I've been in these submissions. I've been doing this. You were locking Naito, you were locking in Tani, you were locking in Ibushi, you were locking Shingo, but Bryan Danielson
Me.
is Bryan Danielson.
And vice versa. There's gonna be a lot of moves when Brian hits where Zach is like, listen, I'm the new guy here. I know exactly what you're doing.
I've read the tapes. I've seen the books. I've seen the tapes. I've read the books.
Exactly. You probably don't know enough about me, but I'm new. I'm not new to this either. You know.
Like that. That's gonna be the story here. Just great technical wrestling.
My thing is that do you see it just being a technical match, even though we have
No, I don't. I think we'll get a good amount of technical, and then we'll get some European uppercuts via Zack Sabre Jr. And then we'll also get Bryan Danielson trying to kick Zack Sabre Jr.'s fucking head in.
exactly. I feel like this is gonna be a match where Zach is gonna be able to show his growth as a technical wrestler, but not only as a technical wrestler, but as a wrestler in general. You know, a lot of people just say he's just a technical guy, which is not a bad thing. But I feel like he's gonna show how he really is versatile.
Right.
He can also expand his wrestling skills like Brian has and like look at his package now.
Speaking of Zach is on a giant roll because I have said in 2023 that it is the year of the mid Carters, where we have people like Walter, where we have people like
Gunter.
Wesley, where we
Yeah.
have people like like Orange Cassidy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we even have people like Zack Sabre Jr. We have people like Will Ospreay.
LA Knight.
We have LA Knight. He's a future mid-card champion.
Yeah, Santos Escobar as well.
But Zach will be screaming that message very loud after this. Because after this match, he then faces Will Ospreay in about 8 days at Royal Quest.
That's a big damn. I got a lot on his plate coming up.
So you go from the best to the best to the best, and Zach is on his way to being in the top. Like maybe not right now he's top 3 wrestlers of the year, but if we were right now to talk about maybe a top 10 list, maybe Zach with these matches will be number 9.
Exactly. Think about it, Nigma. He's gonna go through easily. Anybody could say the top 3 wrestlers, both of them in the world, Brian and Will.
Exactly.
In a span of how many weeks? Of a week, 2 weeks?
No, about 1 week, like 8 days basically.
Look at that. In a span of a week, he's gonna go through arguably the top 3 wrestlers in the world, back to back.
Exactly.
That itself shows you that he's on a high level.
Exactly. It's Zack Sabre Jr. But be all and end all here, I gotta go with Zack Sabre Jr.'s move.
I gotta go with Brian. Remember, man, it's still his time. It's not yet.
And that's not a bad choice, man. Just like when we were arguing who was better between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, we finally got the answer at Survivor Series. We get the answer tonight of Zack Sabre Jr. versus Bryan Danielson.
Wait, who won that match again? That's what I say.
I think it was Charlotte. Yeah, I think it was
Charlotte, right?
Yeah.
But that's not even an argument. I can't believe we was arguing that back then.
I mean, Alexa was on fire.
Now she was. Alexa's still good if you ask me, but
I know, but I'm talking like accomplishment wise and like in the ring.
Okay,
I was really huge on Alexa. First ever woman to hold both Raw and SmackDown. First she beat Becky, then she went on to go beat Bayley.
Yeah, and at the time she was doing big things. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
between her and Charlotte, who was the best.
Yeah, and now we're here with Zack Sabre Jr. and Bryan Danielson. We get the answer tonight.
Yes, the past versus the future. And is it Zach's time? Is Zach gonna finally be able to deserve that title as the best technical wrestler?
Well, we'll
Let's
have
see.
to see in about an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, you guys just got to tune in, man. I'm just excited for this card, man. I've been looking forward to this pay-per-view for the longest.
Oh, hell,
So
for the past like 2 months.
exactly, I'm ready, man. Once I heard there was gonna be a WrestleDream, I already knew it. I was like, oh shit, not bad. Because if you guys don't know, they actually had a pay-per-view before under the name WrestleDream in a different company.
They did? Oh, that's
Yeah, I think it was
interesting.
WCW
Nice.
back in the days, in the 80s or some shit.
Well, now we have a new dream where it's just crossovers, which everyone loves a good
Nah,
crossover in wrestling.
nah, I don't think it was actually. I don't even know. I forgot.
Yeah, fuck it. This is AEW's WrestleDream now. But
Yeah.
is that everything you want to say?
One more thing.
Hit me.
What do you think? This is way off topic completely from the pay-per-view. What do you think a new era starts tonight? When Tony Khan said that, what do you think he means by that?
I want to say my new era. I think that meant like we're gonna have like a whole lot of new champions after tonight.
Yeah, because Tony Khan said a new era begins in AEW tonight.
Unless
So
he was
is this
talking
the
about
start
the
of a?
Switchblade era, but hey.
Nah, I just believe this is like another chapter of AEW. Now we're gonna close the chapter on the old AEW. You know, the old Cody and Kenny and
Yeah, like
and
they're
the
saying
Bucks.
just all about the elite now.
Yeah, this is a new era in terms of this is gonna be for the newer generation now. There's no more going to the past now.
I can definitely see that. I'm hoping for that. And again,
Yeah,
I think it starts after tonight with a lot of shocking wins and hopefully a lot of shocking new champions.
shocking new champions, shocking wins, shocking debuts,
Shocking returns.
shocking returns. Who knows what's gonna happen? Just gotta tune in to find out, right?
Yep.
But anything else you want to say, Nick, before we close?
Just thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for listening to the WrestleDream predictions. Right, guys, we got this here. We got the Stardom 5-Star Grand Prix review on Spotify. So you guys already know Talk for Glory everywhere.
Yes, like Enigma said, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. If you guys don't know, you can find him at what's the podcast name?
It's Talk for Glory, guys. Talk for Glory everywhere, guys. We're speaking of finding us.
Yes,
You guys can find us on our socials. So you guys
yes,
can follow Young Smooth on his Twitter, Young Smooth TFG, my Twitter, Enigma_before_, my TikTok, Enigma_before. You can follow my Instagram, Enigma_before. You can follow my Twitch, Enigma_before. Smooth, your Twitch.
yes. You can find me at Smooth A1 on
And then
Twitch.
remember, guys, on whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, you guys can follow Talk for Glory. So, guys, remember to stay safe, have a great night, and above all, enjoy wrestling.
Hi, Brian! Brian, you watching, mate? I'm the best technical wrestler in the world! He just...